businesses. So what's the university doing? So I thought I'd just list here a few things that the university are doing. So as you can see there, we've got our Auckland Bioengineering Institute who are doing some COVID-19 modelling. That's not only for the country, that's also the world. So, for example, they'll be looking at sort of mathematically modelling situations where if we were to lift travel restrictions in one area of the country, or potentially maybe allowing overseas visitors to come in, how would that affect cases? How would that affect those who are diagnosed with coronavirus and how the virus spreads? And again, that's not only just for New Zealand, that's also the world. So that's a really, really important piece of information that they provide in the government in order to obviously map decisions and make key decisions. Then again, we've got our ABI Institute who's also looking at developing really, really cost-effective thermal imaging. And they're working with a company to develop really, really cheap cameras that can be sent across the world, essentially. And then we've got some of our 3D printing labs who are essentially producing PPE at really low cost, and PPE that's really effective as well. There's lots of other stuff which is happening, and there's actually an action to join the call, essentially, in helping to combat COVID-19. And students can actually register their interest and potentially study a research master's in those areas. And I've listed a few links here, which you can see here, so students can access that and look to, join one of our research masters based in one of those research areas. The best thing you guys can do, and also you can advise students to do, is to visit the COVID-19 webpage at the university. It does have the most up-to-date information. That's both for students and for agents and for staff as well, so please do regularly check that. So what's the University of Auckland doing to support students who currently are at the university? So you're probably aware that we have the $3 million Student Hardship Fund. And again, I've put the link there for you to check that out. And I think that's a really big step for the university. I mean, one, that's a lot of money, but it's also just showing that we really do care about students and their current financial situations. And we are there to offer support when it's needed. Individual study plans. So again, you might actually have students who are currently stuck overseas. So we're able to offer individual study plans. So these are not just cohort measures for lots of students. These are actually individual that faculties have arranged with each individual student. So again, really caring about the individual student. The University of Auckland has reduced accommodation fees as well for those that are unfortunately having to have their accommodation vacant for this period of time. We've also provided doctoral and research students with COVID-19 fee waivers if they need to have an extension. So again, that's a really, really bold move by the university. So we're offering quite large extensions to research students simply because they obviously can't access labs. Study buddies, online counselling support, laptops have also been distributed to students who can't actually access online learning. And many, many more other things are happening. But as I said, the website there at the bottom really does provide an overview of all of the support that's available to students during this uncertain times. What does this mean for students who currently have offers? So the first thing I would suggest that you do